Now, finally, how do we put those hands together? So, rhythmically, the right hand always starts by itself because, like I said before, when we were learning the right hand, we're starting at the end of the previous measure, so on the up beat. All right, so on the third beat of the previous measure, the right hand starts by itself. It introduces the phrase, and the left hand joins in on those two notes that we talked about, those semitones. All right, so they're going to go together. We start here on an E in the left hand. Remember, that was an E7. We just talked about the left hand. I don't know how long ago you learned the right hand, but remember we had that G sharp and B. Okay, so this right hand, we talked about the pattern in the hand, or the shape, kind of looking like that. These are the notes we used for the first part. So you have lots of time. Take your time here. When you're done that, I would move my left hand into the A position so it's ready. Then start here on the F sharp. You're going to be ready here on the C and the D sharp, all right, and the E. So here we go. Remember your semitone right there. 1, 2, 3, just like that. So that C sharp and A, we had talked about the alternative. You can use your thumb on there as well. Alrighty, that is the second phrase. We're going to put the third phrase together now. Again, let's move that right hand into position. So we're going to go back down here, the left hand, move the left hand back down to that E so it's ready to go. The right hand is going to stay here on the C sharp. 2, 3. All right, remember now the next phrase, we are starting there on the G sharp, and we are going to just pivot the hand on the chord. Okay, but before we do that, let's get the left hand ready here on the A. Here we go together. There we go. Remember the A and the E. Here in the left hand, they're just inverted. That's where this part comes in. I'm going to play that for you one more time. This first half, E with a 7 in the left hand. Move the right hand up to the F sharp. Left hand goes down to the A. A and E in the left hand. Now, left hand is going to move down to E so it's ready. Finger 4 on C sharp. Introduced with the right. Together there. 1, 2, 3. And we're going to start on G sharp next, but let's get that left hand into the A. 1, 2, 3. Now, let's put it together again. A lot of repetition here from the first half, so we're going to start over here on our E and be ready for our E7. The right hand introduces this phrase again on the E. So same thing you did at the very beginning of the song. Now be ready with the left hand. We're going to play an A next. You'll notice there's a lot of back and forth between E and A. Finger 4 is going to start there on F sharp. And here is where we had tucked the thumb under. It's not a big deal if you do finger 3 and just move the whole hand, but I kind of like the tuck under as well. Up you come. 1, 2. Now on this part, that's where the third finger in the right hand went to C sharp, and the left hand plays the bottom of the group of 3, bottom of the group of 2 there. So that's on the third beat. I'll show you that one more time, starting on F sharp. A, tuck 1, up you come. 1, 2. Be ready now for the black notes. There you go. Hold that one. Ready for your third phrase in the second half. We're going to start there on the C sharp. We had previously used a C sharp as well, but we had used finger 4. So remember, on the second half, you're going to change your fingers, and that will actually cue you to remember to change that phrase. And this is where the thumb walked down. So pay attention to the changes in fingering. Those are little tidbits that can help us remember things. So here we go. We're going to start there on the C sharp, and this is the one where the left hand is going to play the B for the only time, okay? Here we go. So find your spot to land. Notice too that the hands are almost in a mirror image here. So we've got the thumbs on a white note, we've got our fifth fingers on a black note, and it happens to both be the F sharp. The thumb is now going to start walking down, join in the left hand, join that walk down. Okay, so the right hand is going to play, the left hand will play that F sharp twice while the right hand starts walking down, but then it joins. I'll show you that one more time. So starting there on the C sharp, B, up you come. All right, so B, F sharp, D, and F sharp. Walk right, join left. All right, we are on the last phrase. We've almost made it. Second finger starts on that G sharp. The left hand is going to find that A again. Okay, so this is where we had to do a tuck like this so we can get up there. Make sure that you're comfortable with that tuck. Otherwise, that part is going to be very tricky. It's going to be because it's such a big distance to cover. Here we go, together with the A, tuck. Come on up here. 2, 3. And that's it. If you find this is too much of a stretch there, you could, just to release the pressure, switch up to finger 1 there in one of those. So I'll show you that one more time. Tuck 1. Is both hands for the prelude in A.